Hey parents, welcome to Valley Middle's conference night. If you're watching this, then you're kind of getting a preview of us as a 8th grade team that teach language arts. And so just to introduce ourselves, I am Colin Slaby.
I'm Rich Bettini.
I'm Ruth Erickson.
Hi, I'm Charlie Kusch.
All right, so welcome, and we're going to try to make this fairly short, and we want to go through some of the general overview of what we're doing and what we have done. So it might clear up some questions you might have, but the idea here is that if you have more questions, obviously you reach out. If you have specific concerns, we want to talk to you individually, but hopefully this will cover some of those questions. Basically, what we've done so far this year is we have sort of started with a big project with Global. We're trying to work with other disciplines and other content areas. Hopefully that's beneficial to all students because they get more time and it connects. But we started with a global ELA global problem. And so the kids were writing an essay, and in ELA, we focused on writing a solid thesis, citations, MLA formatting, and ultimately writing a multi-paragraph essay with topic sentences for paragraphs, intros, and conclusions. We've also worked in ELA on grammar conventions. We all love it when our kids write better and more legibly. So we worked on homophones, end mark, punctuation, capitalization, nouns and pronouns, and we've done some reading, and especially lately, we've been focusing on reading on science fiction, where we focused on kids analyzing the conflict and the plot, and then also characterization. Then I will turn it over.
All right, so with that reading of science fiction, we are moving forward, still continuing to work with their global studies class and their communications class to write an original science fiction pandemic story. So the way this is working is in English, we are focusing on students' ability to write their own conflict, focus on plot structure, and write their own story that follows a plot structure. Developing a good character that is well-rounded and has lots of personality and details to them. And then focusing on those grammar elements like dialogue, and again, talking about capitalization and ending punctuation and making sure that their paragraphs and their sentences are well written. The attachment to global is that they will be working on an adopted country. So they will be taking a real country, looking at data for their country that they've selected to adopt, and then apply that information to their science fiction story. So they're mixing a little bit of real life with their fictitious story. And they will be turning that into us right around the end of November. All right.
Now we've done a lot better than we did in the spring. This fall is going really well, but there's always room for improvement. So if you're wondering what you can do to help your child do better with hybrid or distance learning, here are some pointers that we have for you. First, try to get your child up early-ish to establish a daily routine, before the school day starts. Get some breakfast in them and get them ready to go. Have your student work through their schedule. So the order that their classes are in, have them do their first period first and their second period second. It just makes it very predictable and helps them able to work through that in a way that they can follow. Try to stick to about 30 minutes per class per day. That will ensure that they're able to get the work done and ask any questions that they have. Have your student finish a class before moving on to the next class. Sometimes students will meet a obstacle and want to move on and come back later, but try to work through that challenge and reach out for help and finish that up before moving on. And lastly, make sure they attend their Zoom meetings. For cohort C, there's a schedule for that, but there's also drop-in times for help for A and B students. So anyone can really get help any day. Just use that Zoom link that your teacher has provided.
Hi, so I'll talk a little bit, some nuts and bolts so far as how we do our grading. If you look at your student's grade, you'll see that most assignments are 1 point, and those are formative assignments, meaning We're just kind of doing a dipstick, checking in to see how your student is doing in any particular assignment for class. Some assignments are worth a few more points, anywhere between 5 and 25 points. These are summative assessments, and this is where we are checking to see what do they know? Are they able to demonstrate understanding of the subject matter that we've been going through? You might notice that there are some assignments that are labeled as missing. So anything that's labeled as missing means that that it has not been done, and it goes into the grade book as 0 points. It does create a sense of urgency with the kids to make sure that they take care of that and get it in. The good news is that a student may turn in any assignment for full credit. We have not closed our grade books. We are taking work as it comes in. We want all of our students to be successful and to be able to get the work in so we can give them a score. Our basic middle school grading scale as such is between 100% and 90% is either an A or an A minus. Between 89 and 80% is the range for a B plus to a B or a B minus. 79% to 70% is a C plus, C or C minus, and then anything below a 70%, so 69% to a 0, gets an IP, which means in progress. And grades will remain in progress until the end of trimester, at which point in time they will change to a no grade. Again, we do leave our grade books open. We do collect late work with writing. We also accept revisions. So students have lots of opportunities to turn in work. We want them to earn a score.
All right, so thank you for tuning in with us, and again, reach out if any of you have questions or any concerns. That's something that you would arrange through us, through email or any other mode that any one of us has sent out to you. So hope everyone is well, stay safe, and take care.
Take care.
Bye.
Thank you.